Yes. Yeah.
But like the comparison, like with me and some of the other guys.
So that'd be something neat to see. The Harris Centers.
The Pirates playing in Williams.
All right, welcome back to the second period. Now, with this, we're going to talk about a sport we have yet to talk about. Lacrosse, which basically is like hockey and soccer put together. Where you can still fight, get 5 minutes, go back out, knock each other around more. Except on ice, you're on, some places are turf, some places are just a mat. But you can still beat the crap out of each other too. And you're running around. It is a fun sport to watch, just because of everything that happens, of how fast paced, and actually I could say it's almost like basketball too, because it does have a shot clock.
No, I didn't know that. I'm not. You know far more about lacrosse than I do, so I'm going to be flying by the seat of my pants on this one.
Well, I think we both are, because not a lot of people are, knowing lacrosse. Like in our area, there's not really lacrosse around here. I know at one point there used to be a club, but that's all that was. It was a club. It wasn't a league. I mean, I inquired about it when I was transitioning out of hockey and just trying to maybe get in somewhere else for another sport, trying something else out. Because that's the sport I always wanted to try, just to see, what it is.
Right.
But, and once again, there is a Philadelphia team. The Philadelphia Wings. Always want to go to a game.
We should make that happen sometime.
We should. We should look at the schedule, see where we are.
Bring Johnny Bobble with.
Yeah, we could. That'd be a fun trip. But yeah, there's 10 teams in the U.S., 5 teams in Canada. But yeah, it's the National Lacrosse League, and they actually just signed. Of course, ESPN is just gobbling up all sports media here, or all sports ventures here, because they just signed a multi-year agreement with ESPN.
Not their first deal with ESPN.
No, but it's been their first one in a long time.
Because they had a 6-year deal in the 90s.
Yeah.
Where they would air on, 12 games would air on ESPN2. And ESPN broadcasted the championship game on the regular ESPN, not the Deuce, in 1994. That's what ESPN2 was called. It was called the Deuce. I'm not making that up.
No, you're not. No, you're not. It's just funny. That's like how they said it and how they called themselves that. But it's like
that's why ESPN8 is the Ocho.
But I know with this, like, this was a big announcement for them. So they don't have any games scheduled yet. They said within the next couple of weeks they're going to have something on hand, which I think would be cool to watch on ESPN Plus or even ESPN.
Well, just because all the games will be on ESPN Plus. So,
well, they also said I think up to 10 live games annually on ESPN.
There you go.
So, but yeah, I mean, even ESPN Plus. I mean, I've watched a couple of hockey games on ESPN Plus already. Being my setup here, I have my laptop and I have a small TV hooked up as a second monitor. I'll put the game on that one and work off the laptop. Hey, it works. But no, even with lacrosse, I mean, it's 4 quarters, as they put it, with 15 minutes. It's 15-minute quarters. And like I said, the games I watched, looking at the goalie pads, I'm not sure how they could move, because they look as the size of the net. They're huge.
So to bring this back to the world of pro wrestling, I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm not sure you'll know who it is. What former WWE champion had a scholarship to play lacrosse in college?
That I don't know. I do not know that.
Mick Foley.
You're kidding me.
Nope. He was a lacrosse goalie in high school.
Oh, that is fantastic. That's funny. That is funny. I can't even picture that. Now, no wonder we know why he wore the mask in WWE.
He was known for playing without a cup.
I could see. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Then again, my first year of hockey, I was a goalie and didn't wear a cup either. So shows how bright I was.
Catcher.
Shows how bright I was. But, well, if you think of this, though, in college, lacrosse goalies, they have a bigger net on their stick and a helmet. That's really all the padding they really have. Yeah. So there's really not much there going for them. But even watching college lacrosse, I always put it on when it's on ESPN. Because they cover a lot of that stuff for college. Syracuse was always a big one. Always come out with big names. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a fun sport to watch. Fun sport that I would.
I remember you were a big fan of the Blast Lacrosse.
Oh, I love that
PlayStation 1 game.
Oh, I love that game. I cannot find it anymore. Even on emulator, I still can't find it. Unless you know somewhere I can.
I don't, because I haven't looked for it, but I'm sure I can find it somewhere.
No, that game was fun. I don't know why, but it was fun. I mean, the average spectators at a game is like 10,000 is on average. So it's not it's not really like a full stadium.
So that game, that was a National Lacrosse League sponsored game.
Yeah. The game was so much fun.
So they've flirted with mainstream fans and popularity.
But really, though, like I said, it doesn't have when your salary cap is, according to what I'm looking at on Wikipedia before, the salary cap is $400,000 a team.
Well, it's not, even though it's I guess what would be considered the major leagues of lacrosse, it's still a niche sport, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's not a mainstream sport. Maybe with ESPN deal, it might get them higher.
Might open it up.
Exactly. It might open up more to what's out there. Well, they're already looking at an expansion team. Las Vegas.
Everyone's going to Vegas.
See, yeah, I mean, they're playing at Michelob Ultra Arena in Paradise, Nevada. They don't have a full name yet. It's just Las Vegas. It's under expansion, so I'm guessing it's going to be under the Western Division, which some of the names, like the Panther City Lacrosse Club, is one of the teams. You have the Wings, the Riptide, the Swarm, Roughnecks,
the Calgary Roughnecks,
mm-hmm.
the Nighthawks,
the Rush.
That's a good one. The Nighthawks is a good one.
The Rush, Warriors.
Okay, now, so they had a team for 2 seasons called the Land Sharks. If they did not have a Land Shark bobblehead night based off of SNL, they dropped the ball.
That would be, yeah.
Land Shark. Anyway.
Better than Baby Shark.
We know all about Baby Shark in this household.
Oh, yeah. Well, I saw online somebody rigged a car horn. Every time they hit the horn, it plays Baby Shark. Imagine you're going down the road, and all of a sudden you hit the horn, and Baby Shark starts playing.
So, in looking at the information on the NLL, I show that some of their dynasty teams, I guess their 2 biggest ones would be the Toronto Rock and the Philadelphia Wings, each with 6 championships.
And I know the Wings were on and off for a while. They were in the league, out of the league, in the league, out of the league, but they were mainly a dominant team.
I think the original Wings ceased to exist in 2014, and then the current Wings began in 2018. So there's about 3 or 4 seasons where there wasn't a Wings team in Philadelphia.
Yeah, Philadelphia. I mean, when they were in there and they were playing, they were dominant. They had, a good team to go through, which is hard to say in Philly.
Well, and in true Philly fashion, I think they were averaging the most fans for a game for the NLL.
Well, that's just the thing with Philadelphia. They're very passionate about any of their sports, whether how you win, you lose. You could have a losing season, you still pack a house.
Now, here's a cool thing I didn't know. So the Wings name dates back to a 70s team in lacrosse, a professional lacrosse team from the 70s called the Philadelphia Wings.
Damn, that I didn't even know. I've been looking at this for how long? Damn.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty interesting. So I know right now the Wings, they're sitting at 8-6 right now. Ugh, the New York Riptide are 1-12.
That hurts.
The Rochester Nighthawks are 2-10. Not as bad, but still.
It doesn't sound like there's a lot of parity in that league. Sounds like you have some really dominant teams, and then you have some less than dominant teams.
Well, the most dominant teams in the divisions are looks like the New England Black Wolves are 8-3. The Halifax Thunderbirds are 8-4, and the Saskatchewan Rush are 7-3. That's really the dominant teams of the league so far, from what we've been seeing. Yeah, some of the scores in some of these games can get really up there. Actually, you know what? That was from last season that I was just reading.
I was going to say, didn't you say they were going to announce the games?
Yeah, sorry. Like I said, my mind's skipping right now.
You're fine. You're fine. I don't think anyone's going to blame you.
But I would love to get to a game. It's one thing I would love to do. Because actually, week 1 is December 3rd through the 5th for games. And December 4th at 7 p.m., it's the Panther City Club at the Wings at Philadelphia. There's one thing. So I'm actually looking at the schedule for 21-22 season. And the season goes from early December to late April. So we got time in there maybe to pick a game to go down to.
Yeah.
So definitely be game for that.
Find out what the promotions are and
right.
Pick a good night.
Because like I said, I would love to go to a game. I've never been to a lacrosse game. I've seen them a bunch on TV, but I would love to go to one. No. But yeah, I think it'd be fun. Yeah, like I said, lacrosse is just a mixture of different sports. But yeah, they definitely, hopefully with this deal with ESPN, they actually move to becoming a mainstream. In hopes. But I think it'd be, fun to see around. And
hey, there's nothing wrong with getting more eyes on a sport,
Oh yeah, especially lacrosse for what it can be done. All right. Well, on that note, that'd be the end of the second period. Be right back after a short break.